Hello, this is Nicolas Rios, and today we will be hitting a low volume compound workout. We will begin with a light 10 to 15 minute cardio warm up and some tips for running, which is what we will be doing as a warm up today, are to land mid-foot. Try not to be a toe runner or a heel striker. If you land on your toes, your calves will get tight and fatigue quickly, and you could develop shin pain. Landing on your heels means you've overstrided and you're braking, which wastes energy and may cause injury. Try to land in the middle of your foot. Keep your feet pointed straight ahead. That one is kind of self-explanatory. Keep your hands at your waist. You may actually get even more tired by holding your hands up higher towards your chest. People typically do this as they start getting tired, and this is counterproductive. You may begin to feel some slight tightness and tension in your shoulders and neck by doing this. Relax your hands, check your posture, and relax your shoulders. And next we're going to do the bench chest press. Since this is a compound workout today, we're going to be hitting a lot of workouts that hit many body parts, starting with the bench press. Some tips for that is try not to use a thumbless grip. If you're not using your thumb, the bench can easily slip out of your hands and drop onto your face and injure and possibly kill you. Wrap your thumbs around the bar using the full grip. This way, the bar can't slip out of your hands if your thumbs are able to secure it. Another important tip is shoulder. It is very important to not flare your elbows out, as this could lead to shoulder impingement. Try to properly tuck your elbows at around 75 degrees. Grip width is also key. Typically, a medium grip length is used. Gripping it too wide, the forearms are angled, and gripping it too narrow emphasizes the triceps. And right here we have another compound workout, the deadlift, which is an excellent compound workout. An important tip is proper stance. Too wide of a stance pushes your legs against your arms, but a little more narrow of a stance creates perfect space for your legs and arms. Now, perhaps the most important tip is a safety concern regarding your back. All exercises can hurt your back if you use bad form. However, the most dangerous mistake on the deadlift is to pull with a bent lower back. This puts a lot of uneven pressure on your spinal discs and can even cause bulged discs, pinched nerves, and other back injuries. Don't deadlift heavy with a rounded lower back. You're going to want to try and have as straight of a back as possible. Make sure to have your hands a closed grip, almost like you're grabbing it for your life. Some people do open-handed grip, and we're going to do 4 sets of 6 to 8 reps for deadlift. Next, we will be doing the upright barbell row, and some common mistakes people often make are elbow position. I often see people using the gym and they flare out their elbows. They often bring their elbows as far as they possibly can, sometimes towards their head. However, it is key to avoid doing that and try and keep them parallel. When you raise your elbows, you want to have them form a straight line. Wrist position is also key. This exercise can cause wrist strain, so only use a wide grip. It's important to keep your back, your torso stationary with your abs braced throughout the lift. Try not to turn or twist. Keep your back straight with your chest up and proud. 4 sets of 6 to 8 reps. Next, we will be doing the barbell row, and form is also key in this exercise. You'll want to try and keep your back straight as usual. And if you have a problem with lower back rounding, try raising your chest out, lifting your chest towards the ceiling when you set up for barbell rows. Don't squeeze your shoulder blades yet. Squeeze your lats instead to lock your chest in position. Take a big breath, pull the bar to your chest, return the weight to the floor, and raise your chest for the next rep. Don't keep the bar in the air between reps. Your lower back will tire out and can round as a result. Now, some general good form tips are to try and have your bar over your midfoot. Try and have your feet flat on the floor and your toes out 30 degrees. Use a full grip, preferably double overhand, and hold the bar low. Make sure your straps are okay. 4 sets of 6 to 8 reps. And now we will begin the dumbbell Russian twists. However, for you at home, you can use anything to do Russian twists with. You can use a dumbbell, a medicine ball. I used to use a heavy bag of rice when I was at home because I did not have any weights. So almost anything will do as long as you have decent form. You're going to want to try and sit down with your knees slightly bent with your weight in hand. Engage your shoulder blades and core to lengthen the spine. Slowly rotate the torso to one side. Imagine that your weight in hand is buttoned to the torso and don't allow it to drop to the floor. Pause, then rotate completely to the other side. Repeat the movement back and forth. Spinal alignment during this workout is crucial. You will need to lean your torso back slightly. You try to hit a 45-degree angle with the floor. However, even though your back is leaned, keep your back straight. 3 sets of 6 to 8 barbell Russian twists. Next, we'll be hitting the squat. The squat is often referred to as the king of compound exercises and is crucial for any compound workout. Starting with the stance, you want to start with your heels shoulder width apart, but your heels underneath your shoulders. Try to keep your feet at around 30 degrees. Keep your whole flat foot on the floor. Do not raise your toes or heels. For your knees, push your knees to the side in the direction of your feet. Lock your knees on top of each rep. You want to bend your hips and knees at the same time. Move your hips back and down while pushing your knees out. For the lower back, squat with a natural arch like when you stand. No rounding or excess arching. Try to keep your back neutral. You want to try to squeeze the bar as hard as possible with your grip. For the grip width, medium grip width is typically used. And we're going to do 4 sets of 6 to 8 reps. For the cool down, you can choose any cardio. However, I chose today the stationary bike. We will be doing around 10 minutes of cool down. And remember to keep it light, something to get the blood pressure lowering. Some important tips for the stationary bike is a proper adjustment. You want to properly adjust the saddle angle, seat height, and handlebars, and sometimes the pedal or clips. Improper adjustment can lead to uncomfortableness and possibly injury. It's always important to adjust the resistance so you can manually control your workout intensity. Adding resistance simulates hills and inclines and engages your hamstrings and glutes more than riding with light resistance. Pedal with very little ankle movement, and remember to both push and pull up on the pedals for a better ride. That has been all for my digital online workout. Hopefully you enjoyed it, and hopefully you got in a good workout, because I certainly did.